In this following lesson, we shall discover what an ISO or International Organization for Standardization file is. Open it using Windows Explorer, download a special program that will allow us to burn the ISO file to a DVD, and finally we shall take a quick look on how to create an ISO file. An ISO file is an image of a disk. Normally it is just one file that contains files and folders. The disk can be a CD, DVD or even a hard drive, but it is frequently used to distribute CDs or DVD images. For example, you can download Linux as an ISO file, then using a special program burn it to a DVD. It can also be used for backing up data or programs by creating an image of the disk or of individual files and folders. First we shall download an ISO file. A typical example of an ISO file is the Linux operating system. Here we have started the browser and typed in Linux download. Once again, always go to the manufacturer's website rather than third-party websites. Here we have the option to choose a 64-bit or 32-bit. We have selected 32-bit only because it downloads faster than the 64-bit version. Scrolling down we will find a link which says "Not now, take me to the downloads." Then we click on Save. In most cases this will be saved to the download folder. Here then is the ISO file, and as we've mentioned it is just one single file. The icon that appears here will depend upon how the computer has been set up, but the main thing is the extension, which is ISO. We can see here that it is just over 1 GB in size. We can see what the ISO file contains by right clicking on it and from the drop down menu choosing Windows Explorer. The useful thing about this is you can copy just single files or folders at this point. In our example we have right clicked on the folder called Pool, then Copy, and pasted it to the desktop. We can see a duplicate of that one single file has now been created. To create a permanent copy of the ISO file or to distribute it, we need a special type of program to burn this to a DVD. Such programs are Corel DVD Copy and Nero Infra. They are commercial packages, and to use them you will need to buy them. However, there are some very good free DVD burning packages. One such one is called IMG Burn. Quick search will reveal the manufacturer's website. If we go to their website we can see an option to download it. Once again we should be aware where to click to download the software. We can see here a large download button, but if we look closer we can see it is an advertisement. Click on the image, then on Download your free copy of IMG Burn now. We can click on Run and you'll be prompted with the user account control message. One point here, some freebies such as this by default install other programs such as Explorer helpers or other tools you may or may not want. Always read the instructions. In our example we can see 7 steps. The first is a confirmation that you wish to download IMG Burn, and this shows the size and the version. In our example we have clicked on Accept. Here in the next step you'll be prompted to install Search Protect, and if you agree it will set the home page to Trovy Search and will prevent third parties from changing this. If you agree to this then you would click on Accept. In our example we wish to decline this offer. The next screen prompts us to install IntraShare. Once again we shall decline this offer. Next you will be prompted to install PicRec. We have clicked on Decline Offer once again. This next one is called Premier Opinion. This will track your internet usage and information will be sent to Voice5 to monitor your buying habits. In most cases, this information is sold on to other companies. Once again, we have declined the offer and the application download will start. Closing the browser and the installation message, and we will check the download folder. Clicking on Setup IMG Burn will start the installation process. Click on Next when the wizard starts. Leave Choose Components to the default setting and click on Next, then Next again. Click on Install. Once installed, click on Finish. You should find two windows that will open. The first contains the different options. The lower window is for the IMG Burn log that will show any errors that occur during the burning or copying process. So we can write a file to a disk, create image file from a disk, verify a disk, write files, folders to a disk, and create an image file from files and folders. The first of these options is write image file to a disk. We have two options, browse for a file or write Q. If we browse, then navigate to the download folder, we can see here the Linux ISO file we downloaded earlier. We've selected this, then we can choose the destination, which in our example is the ATAPI D drive. Then click on the play button and the burning process will begin. After the disk has been completed, we can see that the files have been extracted from the original ISO file. This process can be useful for creating an ISO file of the system in case of a system crash. Files and folders can then be extracted. To save time, we'll create an ISO file from just a few files and folders so we can see the process. Let's return to the application, then from Mode click on Xmode Picker, and we will return to the main menu. The option we shall choose is Write Files, Folders to Disk. We can choose one single folder, so we click on Browse for a folder button. Then the Oracle folder. Notice how this has been added to the list. Next, we shall choose one single file, so we click on Browse for a file. And we shall select directdb.dll. Once again, this has been added to our list. Now we need a destination. It would be possible to burn this directly to a DVD or CD, but in our example, we shall just create an ISO file and place it on the desktop, called Backup. Then we click on the play button. Here we can see the ISO file that has appeared. Once again, if we right click on this, we can see its contents, and if need be, restore just single files or folders. As before, if we wanted to create a parent copy of the ISO file, we would burn this to a CD or DVD as before.